Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. This defense for the Cards, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
On 2nd and 7, Carr able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Try to run for it with Jacobs. And he's got room. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Raiders need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now first quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they scored in opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year long, they're certainly starting to set that type of a pace. And what you do with that is you put in the heads of all of your opponents, we've got to really be ready on defense because these guys know how to put the ball in the end zone.
You think they can keep piling on the points like this?
I think they can if they're prepared to adjust and adapt because they won't see the same defenses week in and week out.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. First carry for James Conner. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Murray. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. But, man, his first throw, that nearly went the other way. Instead, it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. Back deep is T.Y. Hilton. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they can score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they have one mind that, hey, what worked last time, let's keep doing it until they stop us? Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
And some room to maneuver. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Carr going to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And the Cardinals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Murray now to throw. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Here we go with Williams. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the 1st. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. He needed less than a foot. He didn't get a whole lot more than that, but he did get the 1st down.
Well, he and his offensive line created enough push where if he was able to just fall forward as he was able to there, that would pick up the 1st down. As you noted, didn't need a whole lot, didn't get much more than that.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He'll dump this one off to Connor. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Nice little nifty play for him there. You know, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll fake it to Connor. Now Murray. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Murray a give. This is Connor. Now they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Zach Ertz has it complete. Touchdown. Zach Ertz, 37 yards. And the Cardinals are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point good by Prater, and we are tied at 7.
That ties the game at 7. Matt Prater to kick off for Arizona.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. The Raiders at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener, and now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets your point in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 85 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Carr. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cards will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Award that tackle for loss to the linebacker, Denzel Perryman. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. To throw is Murray. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Connor. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Now Andy Lee will come on to punt this one away. That's taken on the 25. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. Finding room at midfield. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 39 yards there. A big one.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays. And there's an example of that right there.
Caught out right by Renfro. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
I think it's easy to say not many people expected 100 catches or 1,000 yards out of Hunter Renfro last season. But it's time to set those low expectations aside. He's one of the breakout players at receiver in the NFL and one of the better players at his position. Picks up a first down there for him on that play.
Into the red zone. It's Carr. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. T.Y. Hilton from 17 yards out. And the Raiders will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get in the field goal range. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw, it's Murray. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Going deep for Hopkins. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it. And the Raiders are going to get the football here at their own 23. That one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that.
Murray has it knocked loose, fumble, and the Raiders pick it up. And they'll spot him at the 3-yard line.
They're probably a little empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. To throw his car. This is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Hunter Renfrow, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Play fake. Murray. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly aren't running up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Murray Sets to throw on fourth. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Duron Harmon. And the Raiders are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Once again, it's Jacobs. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 95 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. And this offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. Jacobs going to try the middle, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the 24, Carr. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he'll be out right at the 35. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Delivering another one here to Darren Waller. He's got it again. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
But give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Adams. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
10 yards.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
Carr to throw on second down. And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Third touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally,
they've intercepted Murray for the third time. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. But just to add that to the list of great moments for this defense today, they've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick six, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick six?
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll stay on the ground with Conner again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and he did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
Now Murray's got to have this one. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Anthony Averett picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things, but these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Here's Murray. Hopkins making the catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. First down, Murray. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Murray now to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Murray. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
And it's 4th down.
They're going for it. Hits Murray. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Zaven Collins there to make the play defensively. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.